I was trying to like avoid doing this. All right, it's like 11:11. All right, it's fucking 11:11. Here we go. Okay, everything I do, everything I see, everything is connected for years. Started years ago, and every time I follow the little clues, it takes me deeper. One of the reasons why I know some of the things that I know, or one of the reasons why I ever bothered to know or look or even be like, wow, is because I've been personally impacted. I've been given, you know, some pretty clear indicators that this stuff happens, okay? My mother was given $250,000 to compensate for all of the suffering and struggling and pain that she went through in her life. She was born sick. She got rheumatic fever when she was like a kid, like 7, went through her nervous system. She couldn't walk. Then later on, she had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And then one day I saw a thing about, oh, did you, boo-boo, did you have that? Well, you may be able to join up on this class action suit. So I did, against Monsanto, with her and them, 4 years, paperwork, and they finally sent her back $250,000. She died in her 50s. She had COPD. She had rheumatic, like, stuff that messed her up back then that stayed around forever. But then, like, the cancer, the chemo, the stem cell transplant, all those things, like, nothing worked anymore. So bad that like all of her hormones were messed up. She couldn't have like just like, jump in bed and sleep with her husband or do anything without like having to go through like a kit of stuff to use. She had hormone replacement things. She had all of her bones were messed up. She had rheumatoid arthritis. She couldn't breathe, COPD. She ended up on dialysis. All of those things, right? All of that suffering because of Roundup being sprayed on all of the stuff near them. They just settle all that little thing with people and push them on their way. But like once you see that, you're aware of the fact these things happen. They're fucking happening all over. We see it happening all over. Whenever stuff is going on in my life, there's a reason for it. There's always a reason for it. They always get my attention. I told people recently about the PayPal thing that happened to me, okay? I was paying PayPal and my bank. Like every time somebody ordered Dex and I put that order in for them, I was paying twice. So I made no money for the past months. But I was like trying to figure it out. It didn't seem right. I'm like, what's going on? Why is this happening? Finally, I did a claim thing and I won it. And I've been trying to get a hold of them for a while now, like trying to like call me back. They're like, oh yeah, we'll call you back. They never do. Okay, so now I'm like, all right, they're not calling me back, whatever. So I'm gonna file each one individually because I know I'm gonna win them all because I've already won the other one that was from the first time of me attempting. Because like I wasn't sure. You question yourself, especially because it's not supposed to do that. Now that the place was like, yep, you've won. Here's your money back for that one transaction. Mind you, there was 3 in that one day alone, all the same type of transaction. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars just in a short amount of time that I even looked and like counted because I was like, I don't want to get my hopes up and like focus on this if this is not actually what the problem is. So the other day, like something must have happened. I don't know where exactly in the transactions of all things, but what they do is they just shut down my card, right? They're like, nope, you can't use your card because we think someone's scamming you. Gotta call us and like fix it, okay? So I wasn't aware of that. But guess what else happened now as a result of it? Like the card, can't use it, can see my money in there. But like the deposit from my Etsy didn't go into the bank either. So where is that? Because it's also not available in my Etsy shop. So when people come to my Etsy shop and they're like, say they want a refund, I'm like, I don't have any money in there to give back to you at this time. I don't even have the money to ship to you, okay? I can't send out the shipping because I've got to pay for the shipping ticket to do that with the money. So what I need to do is call the bank and see if I can like, fix that thing, right? And then hopefully the deposit will go in. I don't know where it is. I do have like other places. So I'm like, whatever, like I can deal with that. I'm trying, I don't want to use PayPal because if I use the PayPal thing, they're going to charge me twice if like, so they may not. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But my point of all this is there's a reason for this, okay? I saw last night a list of the banks that are under this thing of the financial collapse that we've been talking about for fucking years, telling everybody about, that people are like, a lot of shit going on right now. And like it's impacting us. It's impacting us. We can't just like disassociate, pretend it's not there. Like I know when these things happen, it's for a reason. Ever even cared to look or know or bother or be aware of the fact that like everything we eat and everything we do and everything we have is under a fucking umbrella of people that do not have your best interest at hand. They don't give a fuck what you do or where you go or if you're alive. They would like it preferably if you were not, because that makes it easier on the world to keep on spinning for them and their, peoples. And they're weird. People are like, why? They wouldn't do it, right? You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But they are doing it. Look at Cook, okay? Told everybody. Kept hearing in my head, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Kept hearing that little commercial. Were you a victim? Well, you're now entitled to compensation. Well, guess what, guys? They can't even fucking tell you if coffee's good for you or not. They never have the same agreeing thing ever. It's always bullshit. I know it's scary. I know we don't want to look at it. I know we would rather just like ignore and fucking suppress and all of that. And that's fine. If you want to do that, go ahead. But these things are happening for a reason. So last night I saw a list of the banks that are underneath the thing that would be like under the people who are most likely to crash when the shit, hits the fan, which I feel like is coming. And I know it's easy to like, just be like, that girl's crazy. And I don't want to yell at you. I have no vested interest. What do I care? I'm not making anything off of this. Nothing benefits me. If anything, I'm a little fucking scared to say shit. But you know what? People need to know. So I don't know. I saw a list last night. It's like free range information. You can find it. You can look it up. Likely, like they're like signed into it as like, yeah, we're good with you in your system. Okay. Now, a lot of them were the big ones like the America or PayPal or whatever. My little guy, my little area was not listed on that list of names. It doesn't mean it's not going to be impacted. It doesn't mean it's not going to be taken out when they all get taken out. And there's so many things going on in the mainstream news to distract you, okay? Balloons and the things and it's all orchestrated. It's all for a reason. Freaking somebody wanted some land, right? They're set to go to court next month to like find out, can I have that land? Because people in the area were like, no, you can't have that land. Well, now that land is destroyed. Interesting. Big guy up at the top of the food chain there. He's got Gates in his name. The gatekeeper. I can't control what happens around me. And I know it happens for a reason. Like, seriously, everything happens around me always comes full circle. It always makes sense. It's always to aware me of something. I used to not really be too much of aware of it. But, like, my mother was sick her whole life because of these people and the things that they do, that they've been doing. Long-term time. It sounds crazy. It sounds far-fetched. Like, why would they do that? Population control. They're trying to keep it under control. But, like, you know what? I get it. I understand that. But killing off people in those ways is really fucked up. It's not good. It's not healthy. And they've even openly admitted a lot of stuff. Like, it's there. You can see it. People don't want to see it is the problem. But if I were people out there in the world and you have anything that you would like to keep, you might want to remove it out as soon as possible, which is my plan to, like, start having it in my hand. They want to, like keep themselves safe. They want to eat good, healthy stuff. But, like, sometimes you can't even do that. You gotta be careful. Monsanto literally settled $250,000 to her. That was supposed to make up for all the suffering in her life. Because they lived with a cow and chickens. And they ate the eggs in the garden. But they were spraying that Roundup shit all over the place. All over the power lines beside where they lived. All the people on her street got sick. Like, I did the paperwork for years with the people at the law firm. And then $250,000 was for that, to make up for that life that she suffered throughout her whole life. Cancer, chemo, fucking stem cell transplant, all this shit. And she died very young.
In Memory Day that I saw, which was like, gotta be years ago, he was like, wash his car the next day after mist comes through from the shit that's being sprayed into the air, which they've now, like, people have, like, confirmed what's up in there. And, like, the people who fly the planes, they've been lied to and told, like, oh, it's helping to, like, save the atmosphere and reflect the, ozone or whatever. But it's, like, got baby in it. Like, baby human. That's not normal. That's not normal. Dude, they're spraying that on you. It's in your front lawn. It's in your lungs. It's everywhere. Especially here. And I just got a big snap from Spirit. Great. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I saw the East Coast. Where I am specifically is like all yellow for the air quality. Like, great. No wonder why my skin's falling off my body and I'm like dying.
The type of stuff that happens, man. So, I came to look up something with my mom, and this is a memory that I was like, hey, synchronicity! Back fucking 15, right there again. Oh my gosh. 22, right? Now, the thing that popped out to my mind and my eyes. Abandon your abode and your possessions, for the hour of doom is at hand. Neither the gold nor your treasure can buy reprieve. The shadow of doom approaches the land. Second, Noah starts to build his ark. I'm so grateful we have the boat in the yard at this time. I know, oh my God. The middle one was for the birds and the fowls, for the plants, for every kind that are good for man and beast. The uppermost one was for the people. Wow, interesting. These the birds and the fowls and all things that crawl. The birds have been coming a lot for me. One for me, yeah, so this is where people must have got their names, right? Oh, you're tree man, you're the roofer, you're the blacksmith, you're the boo-boo. There was the inspector of water and wells. Jeez, man. Oh, poetry. I'll go be the poet. I'll be the poet. I'll do whatever you want, really. Whatever you want me to do. Earth, how could it? Well, you know, we don't know. Last night, I was like, we just need another wave. Just take us out. Cleanse the earth. Those who did drink from the river vomited it up. And the dust tore the wounds in the skin of men. Doom, doom, doom. There is some kind of glue holding it together. Oh, man. It's like, I wish I could give somebody a little thing into my mind. Just to see, like, how much of everything I see is just like, bloop. Stuff that I saw last night about stuff with like the shots. There's things that are in it that like make it so that they spread out, but that will eventually not be the case, and they will coagulate inside of the people. It happen in an hour. Some people had it happen in a couple of days. Some people may, put it off for a little while. I don't want to freak people out, but like, you got to inform yourselves. Jesus. She's funny lady. How funny are you? Fucking funny. See? Do you fucking see? Okay? Like, it's not even like, I don't even catch it all the time because it's like, boom, right there. It's always freaking there. And there's my Tesla. The mind is sharper and keener in seclusion and yeah, see? Be alone. It's asking her, I'm like, Mom, remember when I was a weirdo obsessed with him? And nobody else was? Well, people are starting to do that. That was 2014. I started in 2011. But, that back then, it was kind of quiet. Quiet time. Dad with her. Oh, look at that. Here's one of those stars from 2016. To the place and did the drum. Wait, did somebody shit? I'm like, wait a minute. Who's up? Happy Mother's Day. Happy birthday. Been gone a long time. Mommy. Boo, 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 boo. Hi, Mom. And we made it outside that day. This is the day she picked up that stone that I activated on Wednesday, and she was like, Graham. She knew. That was the day that she died. She came back real quick to show me that she was not gonna stay gone too long. Doesn't matter what the name of it is, but there was a thing that she was born with.